it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. All right, today we are going to take care of these. I have now officially broke 2 of them. And I was debating between dip and, because I have both. I have the dip that I've never tried and I have the glue-on nails. So I'm going with the glue-on nails because I want to give them a chance. Like there's 2 that are broke, so they're just going to be all different lengths. So I think I'm just going to go with glue-on nails until I can get them at a uniform length, and then we'll do the dips. I'm going to show you in this video how to remove these gel acrylic nails, and then how I go about putting on a glue-on nails, my little tips and tricks. So without further ado, let's jump in. Alright guys, first and foremost, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say thank you so very much. And if you are not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell, and that way you won't miss out on any videos. Alright, let's talk about the tools that we're going to need to get these off. Mine are very long, so the first thing is some nail clippers, some heavy duty nail clippers. And then what else we're going to need is a pretty strong file, like a nice grit file, finishing or buffing. This is a sponge in that case. You need acetone, some type of either cotton balls, cotton squares, cotton rounds, and then some tin foil, enough that it'll go around your finger. And then of course you need your nail. Yes, these are both by Kiss. I had chose a coffin shaped gray, and then I've chose more of a, these are a translucent. They've got some, they're really pretty. So I thought we'd go with that since it is spring. What I do is I usually take all the nails and just pop them in there so that we can match them up. But the first thing we need to do is get these other nails off. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just trim them as much as I can. I'm gonna have nails everywhere. And so, can you hear that? So that's all we're doing, is we're just trimming them down. Compared to that. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is take that nail file, and we're just gonna really rough up those nails and get the clear coating that they put on off. If you have color, then that's what you're getting off as well. Okay, and then you're just gonna go ahead and dip, wrap, take a piece of tin foil, and wrap your nail. And it's as simple as that. So we're gonna do the rest of the nails. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. I felt like that was the longest 20 minutes of my life. So I'm gonna take the pinky off first and take my little nail file here, and I'm just going to, let me see if I can get in here. Okay, I'm gonna take my thumb off too, just so that I can hold it. And then all we're gonna do is, you can see that it starts to come right off. See that? Ooh, but that's pretty good. You see that? The little acrylic or gel on the side. And push it off. And that's literally what you do. Go back and forth doing that, just getting it all off. That little tin foil and cotton swab. And I'm gonna put some more in there, and then I'm just gonna put it on here and wrap it up again. And then we'll go with the, oh, this one looks much better. So you can see how this one just comes right off. See that? Do is I'm gonna take these off and I'm gonna show you, so we'll see how this one looks. I'm just gonna take them all off, and we're gonna get what we can off. All right, the other thing you can do is take the bowl and dip them in there. Guys, so I'm gonna show you before and after. So we have these ones that have gotten all the acrylic and everything off. And then you can see I'm still working on this hand, but we're gonna do this hand so that I can show you. What I've done is, if you see here, I've laid out all the nails. And what I did was, these ones have some pretty ones, like this one, they have like this. And then they have some that have the little sparkle. So what I do is I'll take my hand and I put them in the order that I'm going to put them on and match up, obviously, the pair. So I'll go, okay, that looks good on the thumb. And then what I'll do is then I'll say, okay, well, let's see, do I want to do here? And I'll sort of just pre-look. Tip number one in doing this with the nails, and this is what I'll do. So I'm gonna look and go, put them all on except for the thumb and go, ooh, okay, I like that. Like, I like that look. In this case, I'm not gonna use these ones with the little dilly-dallies. I'm gonna put all these in away, save them for later. I have 5 nails here in order from thumb to pinky. So the first thing you wanna do is go ahead and take anything that, you know, like a little cuticle tool, and just push your cuticles back. We have all 5 of our nails. I've tested them out. I've pushed the cuticles back, and then I've just roughed up the nail bed just a little bit so it will adhere. I'm gonna do 2 things. If you want them to just last for, say, a week, you'll just put it on the nail If you want it to last longer than that, you'll put a little drop on the nail itself, just move it around, and then put a drop, and it doesn't take a whole lot, on the nail itself. Then the next thing that I'm gonna say is I want you to do it at an angle. So as you see where your cuticle is, you're gonna go in at an angle and then push down and hold. And that is going to give the best look. So it's gonna look natural because it's gonna go right under your cuticle and just push down. So then we're gonna move on to the next one. And the other tip I want to say is, when selecting the size of the nail, go larger than smaller. So we're gonna put a little bit on our nail there, and then we're gonna put a little drop here on the actual nail. And once again, I'll show you, we're gonna go in at an angle. I know it's hard for me to show you, and I have to keep it straight too. So in and in an angle, and then hold down, and then just push, and just hold it for a few seconds. So there we have, isn't that pretty? That little sparkly one. And then we're gonna go to the next one. And so that's what the nice thing about having them all in order. So again, a little bit of glue on your nail bed, a drop on the nail itself. I'm gonna try and do it this way so you guys can see this. So I'm gonna go in at an angle, push down. There we go, like that. And then make sure it's straight. Pushing down. Gorgeous, right? So then the next thing you want to do is, once they have adhered, this is where you have to look at your length. Are you going to want these to be this long? If not, you can just take you know, a little pair of clippers, right? A little pair of nail clippers, and just snip off the very tip. These are a little bit long for me, so I'm just gonna do the very tip. and then just take and file that end very smooth. Another thing is to take a nail file and go along each of the edges. It for the glue on nail tutorial, as well as how to get the acrylics off. Let me just say that getting the acrylic nails off was much more difficult than I thought it would be. Not difficult, but time consuming. I mean, it just felt like it took forever. Now, if I have one of those little drills, it wouldn't have taken as long, or if I have patience, like that took a long time. The other thing is definitely lay down a cloth when you're doing all of your work, so yeah, it doesn't go everywhere. And then I'd say that's the biggest thing, is just, it's gonna take some time to get those thick acrylic nails off. But it is doable, and I did do it. It probably took a good hour of soaking, and you can really only do one, you know, I did one hand at a time. But the glue on nails, 5 minutes. That's what I love about it. The tips that I would say with regards to putting the glue on nails are very simple. Number one is make sure your nails are roughed up, the nail beds just a little bit. Number two is choose the size that's gonna be a little bit bigger than smaller, because bigger you can file and make it a little bit thinner, so that's always the best. The third thing is make sure you're pushing the cuticles back. The fourth tip is to come in at an angle and sort of go under the cuticle a little, so that it looks like they're just right. Let me just show you. The thing is, remember that you can trim them and shape them however you want. And if you want them to last longer, make sure you glue the nail bed and the tip. All right, guys, so that's it for the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.